take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Here's Nix to throw right away. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Nix to the air. He's airing it out for Williams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And the Jets are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense, because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Escaping the pressure right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll work down inside the 45. The Jets are 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this. Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And able to get this out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, here's Nix. From the left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. In motion goes the tight end. To throw is Nix. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Gets around him. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
In motion, the tight end. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They've tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 31. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go, set.
On 3rd down, Connor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
When you're dead last in the NFL with 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
Ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd down and 3.
Let's go now.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
Pinheiro now to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Ritter. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
He's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go. Here we go.
Slot man moves right. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10. First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Third and 12. Ritter back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
This is taken at the 15. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. They'll run on first down. Connor, he had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Here we go, Shaq.
2nd and 5. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Ritter after that pick 6. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
bootlegging out here. Ritter. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10. The give is to McLaughlin. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Connor. They juked him. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 59 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down and 8. Looking to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll try the left side. Connor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there. and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And not much happening there as they get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Broncos nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. That's certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try the left side. Connor. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
They run the counter. Connor. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Warrior 70. Here we go. Here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now 2nd and 3.
Ready? Go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Connor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Cougar 19.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now it's Nix. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's Nix. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing Nix. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute again.
Well, the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And he'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Nix. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
116 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe he starts to call more blitzes because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
And he'll have a Jets 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
25 yards that time.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Paul again. He can't get him down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a first carry for their fullback.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
On the counter, it's Hall.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, but that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
They begin the drive with Williams. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them that allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now back to throw. Wilson's got it complete. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Hall again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for New York.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Off the play fake, here's Nix.
Eluding the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
Ready up.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he completes it to Wilson. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Nix to the air.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Nix to throw again. This one swung out to Williams.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nix from the shotgun.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Open man is the rookie from Auburn.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
The Broncos will line up with a 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Jets have got it.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks?
Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Set. Pretty hot.
And they will take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Jets, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Grandma was in A, auntie was in it, ayy. Mama had AAA. I wasn't scared to crash anyone anyway. I ride a side while bro had to get away. I gotta penetrate, I gotta generate. I got like 20 some years to my hood, now I gotta go live away. I'm out of town, but I'm not on the getaway. I spin a giveaway. You mean I'm the generous king for real? The sleep, then I light up the street, got screaming like Billie Jean for real. I'm from the M, I got M's in the bank and M's in all my streams for real. Feeling like Phil, they be living like Carlson if I leave him in the wheel. Shooting my shot like ayy. Hit the red dot like ayy. Finger on the like ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like ayy. Hit the red dot like ayy. Their spot like ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, hey. Shooting my shot like, hey. Hit the red dot like, hey. Finger on the like, hey, 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 hey. Baby, I'm loving it. I think I'm ready for kids. She said when it stop trying to in her face. That makes sense. I'm going up past LA Brent. I'm going off no fail, say switch. Yeah, me and my team go back like plastic cup boys on some tailgate. Okay, look, all eyes on me. I feel like I'm Truman. No, we finna win it, cause I'm about to lose it. I don't give a computers disputing. I go off the field, no heads, just shooting. I die for my team, I'm the coach, I'm recruiting. I'm spending my time and I'm saving the day. I feel like a mutant, I'm built like a student. I'm feeling bilingual, cause I'm in Nigeria, rocking the Cubans. My life is a highlight reel that I keep on looping. You can't just tell me, you gotta prove it. Stealing, their first name is Lupin. I'm hitting harder than Ayuk, and they sending shots for some high, just juke it. Hitting my desk, I'm B.I.G., you know I can't forget that I do it. Shooting my shot like ayy. Hit the red dot like ayy. Finger on the like ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like ayy. Hit the red dot like ayy. Their spot like ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like ayy. Shooting my shot like ayy. Hit the red dot like ayy. Finger on the like ayy, 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 ayy.
Violation.
Hey, Shama.
Did you violate it?
Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Don't play with it. I just want a roughneck on it. Big just want. Ask me if I'm finished now. I just begun. I ain't giving out no to no. Just for fun, are you dumb? Run a man, I don't know no other man. Like 100 just for 100 bands. What? I don't even got me 100 bands. I'm still gonna make me 100 M's with 100 plans. Give me peso. I carry like I'm Prego. Get a roll with Chrome Petro. Shoulda knew it from the get-go. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it, don't play with it. Just lay in it. Spin all day in it. My hitters don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. They stay with it. I'm okay with it. Yeah, they come to me, they don't play with it.
You want a 10-piece, make it all flex. He just want a phone call or a text back. Never got touched, but a stay. Why would I DM it first when I'm the catch? 100 bands. It's 100 bands. You like 100 ain't got one man. You like 100 ain't got one. Whole lot of speaking on me that ain't done. Dropped 100 on a penny, that big as Lola. They can't stand to see me winning, so they blame payola. Big choker, no mediocre. I ain't never doing, I barely do the cola.
Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it, don't play with it. Just lay in it.
Hey, Shama. Did you violate it?
Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Don't play with it. I just want a roughneck on it. Big just want. Ask me if I'm finished now. I just begun. I ain't giving out no to no. Just for fun, are you dumb? Run a man, I don't know no other man. Like 100 just for 100 bands. What? I don't even got me 100 bands. I'm still gonna make me 100 M's with 100 plans. Give me peso. I carry like I'm Prego. Get a roll with Chrome Petro. Shoulda knew it from the get-go. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it, don't play with it. Just lay in it. Spin all day in it. My hitters don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. They stay with it. I'm okay with it. Yeah, they come to me, they don't play with it.
You want a 10-piece, make it all flex. He just want a phone when I'm the catch. 100 bands is 100 bands. You like 100 ain't got one man. You like 100 ain't got one. Whole lot of speaking on me that ain't done. Dropped 100 on the penny, that big as Lola. They can't stand to see me winning, so they blame payola. Big choker, no mediocre. I ain't never doing, I barely do the cola. Yeah. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it, don't play with it. Just lay in it. Spin all day in it. My hitters don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. They stay with it. I'm okay with it. When it come to me, they don't play with it.
I'm on demon time taking souls. He in my DM say I'm pretty, I know. Really messy, I'm a rich ghost. He tell me treat his face like a rose. Get somebody else to do it. Posting in New York at Bottega like I'm doing. I taught you how to get him for the check. What we doing? I ain't got 100 mil, but I got it once I flew in. If that don't come with money, I can't. He call me baby, so it's 200 a K with it. Carisha single and Sadiddy, he okay with it. No shade with it, no shade with it.
Yeah. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it, don't play with it. Just lay in it. Spin all day in it. My hitters don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. They stay with it. I'm okay with it. When it come to me, they don't play with it.
Feel like I'm never enough. I say I don't give up, so I keep down low. Slowly coming undone, yeah. I run in circles. Get back, Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Their spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Grandma was in A, auntie was in it, ayy. Mama had AAA, I wasn't scared to crash anyone anyway. I ride a shotty while bro had a get away. I gotta penetrate, I gotta generate. I got like 20-some years to my hood, now I gotta go live away. I'm out of town, but I'm not on the getaway. I spin a giveaway. You mean I'm the generous king for real? The sleep, then I light up the street, got screaming like Billie Jean for real. I'm from the M, I got M's in the bank and M's in all my streams for real. Feeling like Phil, they be living like Carlson if I leave him in the wheel. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Their spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Baby, I'm loving it. I think I'm ready for kids. She said when to stop trying to in her face. That makes sense. I'm going up past LA Brent. I'm going off no fail, say switch. Yeah, me and my team go back like plastic cup boys on some tailgate. Okay, look, all eyes on me. I feel like I'm Truman. No, we finna win it, cause I'm about to lose it. I don't give a computers disputing. I go off a field, no heads, just shoot it. I die for my team, I'm the coach, I'm recruiting. I'm spending my time and I'm saving the day. I feel like a mutant, I'm built like a student. I'm feeling bilingual, cause I'm in Nigeria, rocking the Cubans. My life is a highlight reel that I keep on looping. You can't just tell me, you gotta prove it. Stealing, they first name is Lupin. I'm hitting harder than like Yukin. They sending shots for some high, just juke it. Hitting my desk, I'm B.I.G. You know I can't forget that I do it. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Their spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like,